So, I'm here to tell you some fab facts about radio astronomy in Ghana and why it's important for all of you studying science or thinking about studying science in future to know all about it.
So what's radio astronomy?
I'm going to tell you. Radio astronomy is astronomy that uses the radio waves that are emitted by an object rather than the visible light. For example, we all know that our sun emits a whole lot of visible light. That's why we need these. We can see it. But it also emits a whole lot of other types of radiation, like ultraviolet rays, infrared, X-rays, and also radio waves. These are all just different parts of the electromagnetic spectrum. In other words, they're like different types of light. So radio astronomy just means looking at the radio waves emitted by a celestial body instead of the visible light. And to do radio astronomy, you need a radio telescope. Now, you may have seen something like this before. It's an optical telescope. It works in visible light. It uses a lens here, and the whole idea is the bigger the lens, the more light the telescope can collect. And that means it can see objects that are further away and that are fainter. Now, the lens in this telescope is bigger than the lens in my eye. So that's why when I use the telescope, I can see further than with just my eyes. If I had another telescope that was bigger with an even bigger lens, it would be able to see even more. So this telescope detects visible light, a radio telescope detects radio waves. And it doesn't look like this, it looks more like this. Only bigger, obviously.
And as you can see, a radio telescope looks quite similar to a satellite TV dish like this one.
So, now you know all about radio astronomy and radio telescopes. Now we're going to go on to the fab facts.
Fab fact number 1.
There's going to be a radio telescope called the SKA, which is going to be the biggest telescope in the world. And it's being built in South Africa.
Yay!
How big is it? It's going to have a light collecting area of 1 square kilometre. That's why it's called the square kilometre array. That's 1 million square metres, which is massive. Now, in case you're wondering, how on earth are they going to make a radio dish with a collecting area of 1 million square metres? Well, they're not. What they're going to do is use a very clever technique called interferometry.
And that means you can link together many small dishes and they act as though they were one big dish with the same diameter as the maximum separation of the small dishes.
Fab fact number 2.
The SKA will be able to look back in time 13 billion years.
Whoa!
How is that possible? When you use a telescope to look at a distant object, the light has taken so long to reach us, it could be thousands, millions, or even billions of years, that we're actually seeing the object not as it is now, but as it was in the past when the light actually left it, which is just amazing. And that means that we can study how these objects first formed and developed. Now, our universe is 13.8 billion years old, and the SKA will be able to look all the way back to when the first stars and galaxies were being formed about 13 billion years ago. Amazing.
Fab fact number 3.
The SKA is going to generate so much information, it's going to produce more data traffic than the entire internet. Can you believe it? Yes, that's even more than you texting and WhatsApping over there.
Seriously?
So, finally, what has all of this got to do with you guys? Well, there's going to be radio astronomy going on right here in Ghana. As part of the SKA project, there's another project called the AVN, which is setting up a whole network of radio telescopes across Africa. And one of them is going to be right here. It's at a place called Kutunsi, just outside Accra.
And here it is. It's actually a disused 32-metre telecommunications antenna that's being refurbished and converted into a radio telescope.
Now, this is going to be a long-term project and they're going to need well-qualified people to set up and maintain and run the telescope and analyse all the data it produces. So, this is where you come in. If you're thinking of studying maths, physics, IT, electrical engineering, electronic engineering, as well as astronomy and astrophysics, there could be a great opportunity for you when you've completed your studies to be doing cutting-edge science and working on a world-class science project right here in Ghana, as well as at other sites across Africa. So come on people, what are you waiting for? Now you know about the biggest telescope in the world and what you can do to get involved. So you can find out more at this website, or if you have any questions, email me at fabfactsgh@gmail.com. Bye!